bullish or bearish. Whether you're a rookie trader or a rock star, we believe there's room for everyone. Every Filipino can learn how to trade. We're just your average Joe. But together, let's take advantage of the greatest equalizer of wealth ever, the stock market, where millions can be made and lost in a click of a finger. The journey to trading mastery is a lifetime, and we're here to stay. We are ZFT. Welcome to our podcast. And this is where the hot money is.
So, you want to learn the stock market? Maybe you've seen it somewhere. Maybe your old friend just talked about it. But either way, you're here. Let's see. What is the stock market? Easy. It's where you buy stocks. Stocks are a share of a company that is public. Public meaning it's listed on the stock market. Did you get that? Let me repeat. Stocks are like a small piece of a pie, and the big pie is the company. Not all companies share their stocks, only companies that are publicly listed, like in PSE or the Philippine Stock Exchange. There's different more around the world. Anyway, there's two ways to be involved in it. Invest it or trade it. There are those who invest in it, and that's okay. But for the small guys who can't wait 50 years and have a big capital, like how we all started in ZFT. We just trade it. Investing is basically buying a share of the company you like, then holding on to it. It's like marriage. You get to know the company intimately before you commit to it. Trading, on the other hand, well, you can say it's more fast-paced. Once it's no longer working out, you gotta get out. To be honest, sometimes we could be trading a particular stock, and they're all just names. We don't know what that company does. All we know is we like the way the price is moving. You know what they say, don't fall in love with a stock. The problem with investing is after waiting for so long, you could have picked wrong, or that one single year can wipe out 5 years of growth in your portfolio. This doesn't bother the big boys. I mean, they can cash out somewhere else. But for us, we gotta be smarter than that. We need to learn how to dance in this market the way we are designed to do so. You could be trading like a fund manager if you don't have that much funds, no? We move different. So you gotta be tactical. Understand what you are. ZFT is a tribe of traders who uses the ZFT system. Boy, we got the best ones. We got champions and leaders. If you want results, this is where you go. That's why you belong here. But we got no time for people who love to pull each other apart. If you're into that, we ain't the right fit. If you're a complete newbie and you want to learn trading for free, like opening an account, reading price charts, and all the important and basic stuff, there's Trading for Rookies Facebook group. Head over there. But if you're familiar with the ways of the market, here's programs we got for you. We're sure you got questions, so slide over our DMs and let's figure out how you can get started to this wonderland of money and how you can join the tribe.
Maganda daw kita sa stock market Kung nag-invest ka ng 10,000 noong 2001, 150,000 na to ngayon. Ano ba yung stock market na yan? Kailangan ko ba mag-invite para kumita ako sa stock market? Buy low, sell high? Ano yun? Kamusta mga katribo? Siguro nadaanan nyo na yung mga tanong na yan while researching about the stock market. And madami-dami ka sigurong advices, information na nakuha, lalo na sa internet. Pero like you, nung nagsisimula ako, hindi ko alam kung saan ako magsisimula. Pero kayo magkalala kasi we will help you go into the right direction. Pero wait lang, so ang dami ko na palang sinabi, hindi pa ako nagpapakilala. I am Jake and I'm a proud member of CFT and a Team No Check. I have been trading since 2018 and I never looked back. And I'm also a Blueprint graduate and it really helped me jumpstart my trading journey. Blueprint aims to be your complete starting pack to the fundamentals of technical trading. This series is a collaborative effort of the bright minds of CFT. So, salamat sa inyo guys. I'm honored and humbled to welcome you in behalf of CFT and Boss Zeefreaks himself. So tara, simulan na natin. Sabi nga nila, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So, congratulations sa inyo kasi you are here taking your first step. We will be here to make your journey as easy as possible. Minsan may mga concepts or ideas na mahirap intindihin sa simula, pero I assure you it will be all worth it. Pero bago tayo ulit magsimula, we want to remember why you are doing this. Most of you ang sagot siguro is for financial freedom. Siyempre ako din, ganun din. Lahat naman tayo gusto maging financially stable. But why do we want to be financially stable? Gusto mo bang kumita for additional income for your retirement or for sa parents mo or para sa pag-aaral ng anak mo? Isa ka bang OFW na gusto magkaroon ng alternative career to help you come back home sa Pinas? Iba-iba tayo ng why, pero important nang malaman natin kung bakit nga ba natin tong gustong gawin para maging isang paalala kapag dumating na yung oras na gusto nating sumuko. Pero this will help us keep moving forward during the hard times. And we would like to hear from you, so please comment down below kung ano yung whys nyo. Sa akin, ang why ko is to be in a position where I can fulfill my purpose. Diba, ang lalim? Joke. Pero gusto ko kasi to learn this skill and produce resources that will help me create time for my loved ones and to help others na rin. Alam kong gustong-gusto nyo nang matuto. So, kita-kits tayo sa susunod na video. This is Jake and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out!
Hello. Good evening, good evening. Dale, narinig ba ako? Narinig niyo ba ako, guys? Taga. Mukhang hindi ko naririnig. Saglit lang, check. Yeah, dapat narinig naman ako. Dale, narinig mo ba ako? Good evening sa lahat. Narinig niyo ba ako, guys? I'm not sure kung narinig niyo ako. So, just making sure. Ayun, okay. So, si Dale yung hindi ko marinig. Ayan. Kasi kasama natin si Dale ngayon para may kausap naman ako. Later kasi baka hindi ko mabasa lahat ng comments niya. So, he's gonna be helping me out. Alright. So, paano ba natin to simulan? Hindi ako sanay sa hosting eh. But sige, sinong let's go for shoutouts muna kung sino gusto mag-request dyan. Comment down below kung saan man kayo nanonood at i-shoutout namin kayo. Ayan. Yeah, wala yung mga co-hosts ko. Unfortunately, dito kasama ko si Misho. Kasama siya na lang magiging host. Teka, may background. May narinig din ba kayong background music? Baka mamaya maingay Gusto nyo iiwan ko ba dyan? Or should I just mute it? Ayan, so shout out nga pala dito kay Anthony Diaz from Dubai. Ayan, and we have Jewel de Guzman. Hopefully I was able to pronounce your name correctly. Ayan, from Nueva Ecija. And then, shout out kay AG Gomez from YouTube. Ayan, kay Karis from Dubai. And watching from Pampanga, si Ral John Ocampo. Ayan, may mga tayo, mukhang sumama na rin yung mga technical intensive Feb. So shout out kay Ryan Vincent. Welcome to TR. And si Mali Reyes, watching from Dubai. Ayun. Mukhang ang daming malalamig yung Valentine's ngayon. Tapos lang galing lang akong date, so okay na. Make sure na meron tayong oras for this.
Hello, boss. Narinig na ba ako?
Yun, rinig na finally si Dale.
Yes. Hi, good evening, Troy.
Kala ko, malulungkot na ako na wala si Dale
Okay na, boss. Nagpalit lang ako ng headset. So,
yun. So,
hello, good evening.
Oo. Shoutout pala sa mga Kaizen Aces. Ayan dito na si Jervis. Yun. Dami pala nating mga OFWs, Ayan dami ko napapansin from Abu Dhabi, from Dubai. Ayan. Shoutout sa mga taga Cebu dyan. Ayun. Si Melanie. Si Ken din natin watching Yan. Alright, so Dale, simulan na ba natin to?
Sige, boss. Simulan na natin. Alalay lang naman ako
Sige. So, basically, gagawin lang naman natin dito is mag-charting sessions tayo. Pwedeng gawin natin, just let me know what charts yung gusto yung i-request, like ano bang gusto nating tingnan, and then I'm gonna give you, let's say, my 2 cents. But again, guys, just caveat lang, this is not a recommendation to buy and sell. These are just opinions. Opinion lang namin ito. Baka mamaya kasi sabihin niyo lang na biglang like, dahil Rico to ng ZFT, no. It's not. Just opinion lang po. Alright? So, as usual, do your own research pa rin. Make your own plans para hindi tayo madali. Baka mamaya kasi ma-hype kayo, GG na. Malakas pa naman ako mang-hype, di ba? Okay. So, simulan muna natin with the PSEI. So, the index, mukhang meron na tayong short-term top over here. Currently, what we're looking at here is a sideways movement. So, we're just gonna plot our resistances. So, nandito yung dalawang resistance levels natin. And if those break out, magpapatuloy naman yung mga happy days natin and the bull market. What we're looking at for supports ay itong dalawang to. So medyo malayo tong S2, yung support natin na nasa 6.2. But who knows? Baka mangyari, baka hindi. But hopefully hindi naman What we really want to happen here is for this to retest at that 100 MA. Hopefully hindi na siya bababa dyan. Or if it does, then dito lang sa 6,603. So, yan yung gusto nating mangyari. Para pinaka-ideal na scenario na yan. Or kahit dito man lang. Pwedeng overshoot ng konti. Pero ayan, that's for our index. Hindi ibig sabihin na dahil sideways, wala nang mga plays. Marami pa rin tayong mga plays. And so, let's start. Dale, hindi ko makikita yung mga comments ng mga tao while I'm doing the charting. So, if you may, kung makita mo sabihin mo lang kung anong mga chart yung gusto mong, gusto mo yung babala natin.
Yes. Go. Boss? Ako ba yung magsasabi ng mga sinabi na ng mga chart?
Oo. Tsaka kung matanong sila, sige, go ahead. Pwede naman. Try din nating sagutin yung mga tanong nila.
Okay, sige, boss. Ang dito makikita ko is dito.
Ito yung pinaka-requested Okay, so personal disclosure dito, meron ako. So, biased na yung opinion ko, Matic. Yung pinaka-buy ko dito is here eh. Dito sa breakout na to. Kasi CH to eh. Ay, sorry, CH. Modified pala. Dito pala yung second entry ko. The other entry that I had was here. And then, if I remember correctly, sa TR, di ba nagsabi na tayo na prepare for CH nung Feb 9. And ayun na nga, congrats sa mga sumalo dahil merong CH tapos nag-continuation siya dito. Now, if you have this at a lower level, below 14.5, or if you got it like way below since last year, hawakan mo na lang to and then just set your stops. Especially if you're a trend follower. Now, I'm looking at this dahil late yung entry ko. By late, ibig sabihin yung bili ko is dito sa may 14.5 and also dito na rin. So most likely yung average ko is around 15.4, somewhere over here. Usually nagta-tranche talaga ako, hindi ako nag-all-in isang tranche. I usually buy 20% first and then scale as nagkakaroon ng breakout or if the trend or the price action goes towards my favor. So what we're looking at here is a very strong uptrend. If you notice here, meron na tayong outs dito na formation. And then it's a fast trail, meaning mabilis yung trend. Obvious naman no, na mabilis. Kasi kita mo naman din dito kung try natin in measure. From the first breakout, which is this one, yung nagsimula yung taon, if naalala nyo, I think, saan ba yun? Ito. Ang lakas na niya eh, nung breakout niya. Pero since here, from here to the current levels, ayan, more than 100% na siya in just a few months of holding. So normally, how we view all-time high stocks, ganito lang yan. Wala nang lugi or bihira na yung mga lugi na tao. So you're gonna expect a lot of people to hype this, kapitbahay mo, mag-alala ka na kung, let's say, a random person or yung mga nahihirapan kang i-convince na pumasok sa trading, tapos biglang nagtatanong, pwede ba tayong bumili ng dito? Ano bang presyo maganda pumasok? Then medyo mag-alala ka na. Kasi nasa euphoric stage na tayo. And usually, maganda naman yung euphoric stage, especially pag sinakyan mo. Just make sure na pag natapos na yung play, out ka na rin. As usual, as always, dapat pa rin, due diligence. Wag tayong magpadala dun sa stories, or don't fall in love with the stock, don't fall in love with the story, or yung sinasabi nila na yung mga narratives na nilalabas. Kasi it's part of the stock market cycle. I'm not sure if you guys remember yung Now, ganun din yung nangyari sa kanya eh. Si Now Telecom before. Ayan, so ito yung Now hype, di ba? Parang ano ba yung nangyari dito? Ano ba yung third telco, di ba? Third telco. So sila yung magkasabay, si Now at si ISM or si Dito before. And then after nitong run na to, bagsak. Pero again, speculation stage pa yan Tapos biglang ayan yung naging cycle niya. Maraming naipit dyan. And then, unfortunately, hindi pa siya nakakabalik. So, si Dito, or yung si ISM, during that time period, ito naman si Dito. So, for Dito, ito yung naging galaw niya. And then, afterwards, syempre parang, confirmed, ito na yung third telco, di ba? Ayan, deads pa rin siya. And then, pandemic happened, all that stuff. And then, now, here we are. So, again, if you're listening here for the first time, we are not here as fundamentalists, nor are we speculators. So, kung ano mang kwento ng market, siguro nababasa namin yan, but we really don't give it too much weight. We base our trading decision on the price action or the charts. What the chart tells us. Kasi, for context na rin, especially sa mga darating na mga charts na makikita nyo, wala kaming pakialam kung anong story yan, if it's let's say Elon Musk partners up with certain telcos or that company. Ang pakialam namin is hanggang yung trend na ito is intact, then we are gonna be trading it. So yun lang. If hindi maganda yung chart, then we don't trade it. So that's how we approach the stock market, and that's how we approach it in ZFT. Although ibang usapan pagdating sa global, but this is solely for PSE, right? Um, so currently, again, parang summary lang, uh, yung dito natin, since it's already at an all-time high, siguro ang pinaka-best way, if you got it below 15 levels or dito sa previous niyang breakout, so itong dalawang blue lines na to, if you got it below this level, what you can do is, pwede mo siyang ETF eh. Tapos ito na rin mismo yung magiging stop mo. Now, if you got it at a really low price, like here, below, halimbawa dito sa breakout nito noong December, and then umakyat na siya, my suggestion is just wait for the 20 MA to break down. Tapos, dapat samahan niya ng Darvas breakdown. So, MA20, tapos yung Darvas, pag nag-break yung dalawa, then that's the time that you sell. Hindi ibig sabihin nun na tapos na yung play, kasi pwedeng aakyat pa siya. But these are for people who are looking at, long-term trends. Ang pinaka-best talaga to sell is pagka, let's say, nabasag yung MA mo, tapos a certain Darvas level. Para sure ka na tapos na talaga yung trend, para sa mga sigurista naman, like if you got it at a lower base, like below 8 pesos, kahit sa 100 MA ka na siguro mag-sell, pwede naman. Pero just make sure na habang umakyat to, nagbebenta ka na rin. Kasi parang history lang to. No stock ever goes up forever. So that's it for dito. Ano bang next natin dyan?
Okay, boss. Boss, ako, for question lang.
Baka mamaya. Go.
Question lang. For example, for viewers natin na wala pang dito. What are the levels that we need to watch out? Kung magbababa man siya, anong levels yung parang bullish pa rin yung tingin mo? Yes.
So sa akin, ang pinaka-best talaga dito, if you were not able to buy this, kasi it's already in momentum eh. Tapos mataas na rin yung RSI natin. So there are 3 things that could happen. First is yung consolidation within this level. Let's say, babagsak siya or what. Yan yung pinaka-first scenario natin. And why I point out this as the first scenario is so that tanggap nyo na pag bumagsak to, hindi na kayo magpapanik. Normally kasi pag bullish yung view mo, tapos nag-go against your favor, magpapanik ka eh. Pero always look at the worst case scenario first. So pwede mangyari is babagsak siya dito sa level na to. And ang pinaka gusto natin talaga mag-hold is itong 15, ano bang low nito? 15.42 or 15.4 levels. So above these two, let's say ito. Itong dalawang, this is a range where siguro people can buy. If you're gonna add the D50 for these 2 levels, pwede din dito. Let's say if ever magre-rotate siya dito sa 16.5, then that to me is already a good buy. And then cut na lang, yung pinaka-cut level mo is itong low ng candle na to, which is at 15.42. So for me, this is already an invalidation of the momentum. Itong 15.42. That's your key level. So anything below, above this level, and as long as it holds above that level, goods tayo. And again, I'm not gonna be setting target prices. Marami kasing nagsasabi, diba, dito 18 by by Tuesday or Wednesday, or dito 20. Bahala na kayo sa TP, hindi natin alam kung saan naabot yung TP or saan naabot yung presyo. Basta, ang importante, if you already have a plan, and you're trading this, good luck to you. If you don't have a plan and you don't know, or wala kayong idea, basta nakisakay na lang kayo, basta invest kayo lang dito, I think it's better if instead of buying dito, you should invest in yourself first. Siguro, try mo maghanap ng strategy na mag-work para sa'yo. Kasi, let's say, pag i-invest mo to, tapos kumita ka, and let's say, nabenta mo, you're just going to be fueling bad habits. So sabihin mo, ganito lang kadali yung stock market. And then when the bear comes, tapos hindi mo alam kung paano ibenta, magiging investor ka na lang, di ba? You're gonna be having a really rude awakening. So masaya pagka umaakit yung stocks, kasi di ba, parang kumikita tayo and stuff like that. But pinakatanong ko talaga dyan is, kaya mo ba siyang ulitin? Can you replicate what you just did? Or can you replicate your trade? If not, then mag-isip-isip ka na at maghanap ka na ng trading style. Huwag mo nang hintaying malugi ka because trust me, we've all been there. It's not a good sight to see. So, before putting in serious money, aral ka muna. Yun talaga yung pinaka-advice ko.
Okay, yun guys. So, invest in knowledge, no? Tapos, trust the process and then repeatable dapat na kayang kumita. Okay? So, next stock tayo, boss?
Sige, go ahead.
Okay, yes. Next is VUL.
VUL. Okay. All right. So, si VUL, it's already also at an AOTS or outs na siya. So, meaning malakas yung trend. Alam mo, masaya to kasi I think dito yata ako nakabili. Kailan ba? Feb 9? Feb 9 bumili ako dito at 295. Saan ba yun? Sorry, 285. And then, umakit siya before closing ata, ang laki ng binagsak. And then, I sold at closing at 284. So, yun yata yung naging closing niya. And then unfortunately yun, check out ako at yan, umakit na siya. So okay lang kasi ganun talaga yung nangyayari. But okay, let's go on to the technical side of VUL. Now if we're gonna look at the long-term chart, so sisimulan talaga natin always with the long-term chart. We wanna see ano ba yung status niya, ano ba yung let's say what the chart is telling us. And right now, what you can see here is sobrang lakas talaga ng price action, ang bilis. And I'm not sure if may mga narinig na kayo na rumors or what, usually lalabas na yan yung mga kwento-kwento. Kasi hindi naman aakit yung mga ganitong basura kung wala talagang something But that's not our concern. Ang pinaka-concern natin is how to trade it. And for VUL, my suggestion is for us to wait for a consolidation. Kasi medyo mataas na yung inakyat niya. It's better really for this to consolidate and wait for players to get in first before entering. Pwede ka namang bumili. Let's say, pag open ng market next week, bumili ka, pero just make sure na handa yung cut levels mo. Kasi delikado to pagka nag-turn. I know that VUL is one of the, parang glass stocks yung tawag namin dito. Or yung type na stock na pagka nakapasok ka, medyo mahirap lumabas, especially pag million yung nilagay mong pera. Notice here, I'm checking out the bid and ask, and as you can see here, kita mo naman yung mga, yung volume, parang 18,000, 3.51, 40,000. So it's really not something that is very reassuring, especially kung malaking supitero ka. Pero let's say if you have let's say below 500,000 port tapos naglalaro ka ng 100k or to 500k, pwede mong i-maneuver yung sarili mo dito. Walang problema. Just make sure that you have tight stops kasi itong si VUL, alam ko isa sa mga trader stocks to yung pagka bumagsak, malaking bagsak. Like this one, 21%. This one is 16. Although umakyat nga naman siya, pero ayun, konting ingat lang. This one too, this negative 13 in one day. So wait for consolidation, and then if it breaks out from this area, sige, go ahead. It's already at an all-time high. I mean, at least based on the chart that we're seeing right now, which means wala nang lugi, which means kung sino ang may mga hawak nito for, let's say, a year ago or for how many years, medyo masaya na sila, and ang natural tendency ng tao, if kumikita sila, is they add more. Unless you're part of the people who's, parang planning whatever it is that you're planning here, then I'm pretty sure you're already distributing kahit na ganitong level na to. So, ayan, congrats sa mga kumuha nito below this level, 293. Medyo sitting pretty na kayo. So, if you don't have VUL yet, again, wait for consolidation. Siguro, best talaga to wait for pause. Like, ito yung mga gusto nating consolidation taka. Although, si VUL kasi hindi siya yung type na maganda pag-consolidate. So, yung mga ganitong klase, let's say, after a run like this, you wait for it to retrace, consolidate ng mga ilang araw, and then pagka nag-breakout, bili ka na lang ulit. Mas better yung ganun yung packet na siya, kasi mas sustainable yung move. Although here, ayan, fake out and then breakout ulit. So, that's it for VUL.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, boss. So, wait for consolidation, no, sa mga hindi pa nakakuha. So, wag maghabol ng price. Okay, boss. So, next is APL.
APL. Okay. So, okay, for APL, personal disclosure again, meron ako nito. Medyo mababa naman yung kuha ko. So, sinasabi ko na I have this kasi para maging, kumbaga, responsible at alam nyo na hawak ko siya. Alright? Para, kung nagtataka kayo na, ba't hinahype ba ito ni Z or something like that? Alam nyo na. Right? And that just also means na I'm already at the other side of the, kumbaga, I can sell anytime. So, ingat lang kayo. Baka mamaya kasi sabihin nyo, binili ni Z, so biling ko rin. Dapat pag binili ko, tapos disclose ko na meron ako, mag-ingat kayo. So, ayan. For APL, I got this here, this candle over here, so 2030, this candle. So, medyo okay na ako. Yung pinaka-stop ko dito is dito eh. Pagka bumalik siya dito sa level na to, sa high nito. So, ayoko namang maging bato yung profits ko kahit konti lang. But, maliit lang naman yung hawak ko dito. But still, what I want and where I'm going to be committing on APL is if it breaks out of this level, which is at, 2664. So, ito talaga yung pinaka, level or key level na hinihintay ko before I'm gonna be buying, let's say, a big bulk. Yung first na test buy usually is ito, 2.563, which is the body. So, sa mga nagtatanong kung saan ba ako bumibili, wick ba or body, I buy both. Di ba? If you can do both, why not? Para naman you get both, best of both worlds. Ayan. So ayan, if it breaks down from this level to 158 or 2150, out na ako. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na invalidated na siya. Yung pinaka-invalidation nito is this level at 0.188. So that's not something parang gusto kong saluhin. I usually buy on the way up, not on the way down, unless sobrang bilis ng bagsak niya tapos bounce play ako. So why I bought this? Because it's already at a good retracement level, and I'm waiting for para siyang late na mga bounce. So tanggalin ko lang yung ibang resistances para makita nyo. So notice here it's at the 61.8 Fib. So tanggalin na natin yan. So as long as this holds, pwede naman kasyang bumagsak siya na intraday dito sa level, and that's okay. Basta ang closing niya is above this level. And that to me usually is a good sign. So ayan, yung pinaka-go signal dyan is 2654. Hindi ko to itatouch kung hindi nag-breakout dito sa dalawang levels na to. So yan lang. Bumili lang ako ng parang tracer position para lang ma-monitor ko siya. And then naka-automate na yung mga buys ko dito. If ever mag-breakout dyan, matik, naka 2 to 3 tranches na ako dito. So that's it for APL.
Okay.
What's next?
So yung trade idea, boss, is a delayed bounce and tranche up kapag nag-break. And
more like, for me, this is, para siyang, this is not power horse. It's a modified power horse kasi AOTS siya di ba? Tapos galing siyang mataas na RSI. Although actually, if you look at the weekly, maganda nga naman yung bounce niya. But for me, I'm just really going for the crossover ng 20 MA sa price. So, para sa mga mahilig dyan ng ang dami kasi nating place eh. Pero basically, it's a delayed bounce. More like a swing trade, gano'n. In a bigger time frame, it's a swing trade.
Okay. Yun, guys. So, salamat. Next, boss, ASEN.
ASEN. Okay, so si ASEN, this is one of the stocks na pinakagusto ko. Although hindi ko siya hawak, but it's one of the priority list na stocks na I really am considering to buy for trend followers. If you're a trend follower, kasi sobrang relax lang ng buhay mo eh. Parang, pagka swing trader ka kasi, at saka momentum trader, medyo stressful yung buhay. Although, masarap yung gains, no? Kasi sobrang saglit lang talaga ng pera. Parang, konting flux lang, may 100k ka na. Pero this one kasi, medyo mabagal siya. Tapos, but the thing here with ASIN is, it's very liquid. Meaning, kahit maglagay ka ng, let's say, up to 5 million, walang problema. Kakainin niya ng market. Make sure lang na wag mong buhusan. Parang, minsan kasi intraday, wala talagang laman yung bids niyan. Tapos lalabas na lang pagka malaki yung sell down or what, di ba? So, pinaka-best talaga dito, for me, if you don't have this yet, watch these two levels, yung 8.13 at saka 8.24. So, what you can do if you have an automated broker, you buy or set your buys na dito sa 8.13 at saka 8.24. Para relax ka na lang, hindi mo na kailangan mong isipin na kailangan bumili ako sa breakout or I need to wait for this to reach those levels and then bibili ako. Sometimes kasi inisip natin noon as a trader, kailangan nakatutok pa sa screen. Hindi mo kasi alam kung kailan yung matatapos ng consolidation. But again, what we're looking at here is something similar to this one. This one is a really good example of why we love consolidations. Prior to this was actually this din. Sorry, ito na lang para pinaka magandang example. So notice here that you see a very tight range being formed. And pag nakakita ka ng ganito, tapos nakakita ka ng outs, tapos fast trail, this is already a very good sign na maganda to pagka, let's say, pumutok siya from key resistance levels like this and this area. So I always put, if you notice, I've been putting two lines. Ito yung first line or yung unang peak. That's kumbaga my trigger point where I would buy my initial tranche. And then yung pinaka anong tawag nito? Top. That's going to be my second buy, and this is basically a momentum buy. So hindi ito yung parang bakit ba bibili ka sa ganitong level na mataas na kung pwede ka namang bumili sa mas mababa, right? Ang daming ganung klaseng tanong eh. And for me kasi yung pinaka parang philosophy namin dito as momentum traders and as swing traders, yung time mo kasi important dito eh. When it comes to trading, time is very important. I would rather buy during the time na mag-move na siya at nagsa-start mag-move than be in the trade tapos naghihintay ako ng breakout. The reason for that is being yung first, let's say if I'm going to be buying during the breakout, relax na ako eh. Alam ko kasi that the market is already moving. It's not like parang hinihintay ko yung breakout. Kasi the second scenario, which is yung waiting period, waiting dun sa lower levels. Yes, you get it at a lower level, but at what cost? So parang di ba? Parang ironic. Parang what cost, di ba? Nakuha mo naman siya ng mababa. But I always say the cost of buying during consolidation is your peace of mind. For me kasi, if you're buying during consolidation, pwede mag-breakdown yan anytime. Hindi natin alam. Although it's a bullish setup, we all know that the market is very volatile or can be volatile and black swans can happen. So for me, it's better talaga na bumili ka sa confirmation when you know it's already moving and the market has already confirmed your bias, then be buying na hindi pa gumagalaw tapos you're worried and siguro sinasama mo siya sa nightly prayers mo na, Lord, sana mag-breakout na siya tomorrow. Diba? Kaysa sa ganun, na mawawalan, you'd lose sleep over it or you're going to be worried. It's better if you just go for the first scenario where you buy on the breakout na. So, for example, itong dalawang areas na ito, hindi pa nangyari yung breakout. And finally, it broke out over here, right? So, yes, bumili ka, umakit siya ng mga 7%. Premium. It's a premium price. Kasi kaysa sa bumili ka dito sa mga consolidation na to, right? Pero, dahil bumili ka dyan, tuloy-tuloy na yung move niya. Hindi ka na maghintay ng matagal na ilang weeks ba to na naghintay ka. Pwede 3 weeks na consolidation or 4 bago nag-breakout. So, yan. Kita nyo naman, after the breakout and after the consolidation, tuloy-tuloy na siya. And this is why we like consolidation as well. We like consolidations because we want other players to accumulate at these levels. Kumbaga yung mga tsupitero, yung mga swing traders, yung mga scalpers, pinapalabas mo na yan sila, papasok yung mga new players who have relatively stronger holding power. Kasi, di ba, pagkakabili mo pa lang ng stock, gusto mo na bang lumabas agad? Usually, you want it to go up first, right? So, yung pinaka-bias mo yan pag bumili ka is, you're gonna be holding it. Depende na, especially if you're if you're a trend follower or position trader. So usually pag trend follower is best, talaga to, parang best areas to add. Tapos ayan, nung nag-breakout na, dyan na naman yung mga lumabas dito ng mga tsupitero, swing traders, scalpers, sila na ulit yung mga bumibili dito. Sama mo na dyan yung mga mahilig sa mga rumors at saka yung mga sugaleros. So, pasalamat tayo sa kanila kasi yan yung dahilan kung bakit umaakit din yung market. So, love lang. Kumbaga, love lang natin lahat ng mga players sa markets. Papasahan lang tayo ng pera. Pagalingan na lang ng exit. So, that's for context on the consolidation. Sorry, napahaba. Dapat pala, mabilis lang tayo. Napalesson tuloy tayo.
Pero juicy, boss. Just additional question lang.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I believe you are buying during, before, during, and after. So,
yes.
Those tranching, are those equal or like kapag before smaller, during bigger, and then paano ba, boss?
Yeah.
Pyramid, diamond, or what?
Ako, pyramid talaga ako bumibili. So, meaning yung first tranche ko malaki. Tapos yung mga sumusunod na, maliit na lang. This doesn't work for everyone. It's, kasi, parang for me, pag gumagalaw na yung price, confirmed na there's a move, kaya malaki yung first tranche ko. And then, if let's say na-confirm yung bias kasi nag-breakout na siya, then I put the other tranches. And kailangan mong, aralin kung ano ba yung nababagay sa'yo. Some people want it equal tranches. Sometimes it's more psychologically, kumbaga healthy to do that versus if you do it first tranche na malaki. Pag mali ka kasi dun sa first tranche mo, minsan it affects your psyche. So, you don't want that to happen kasi yun yung nagiging dahilan kung bakit we do blunderous trades. Yung hindi maganda yung psyche. Ayan. So, ayun. Nasagot ko lang ba? Ayan. So, this is the first consolidation and then here's the second consolidation. So, notice what we want to happen here is a breakout from these levels. So, i-plot ko lang yan para sa inyo. These two levels, when it breaks out, to me, that's a buy. And then my invalidation is this level, 7.05. At least for the short term, Pero tiwala lang naman ako dito. I mean, I really like this stock. It's one of those stocks na, yes, mabagal siya, pero pag gumalaw, mabilis. Ito yung first niyang akyat, ito yung pangalawa, and then hopefully we see another run over here. As for the long-term chart, this is also, for me, kino-consider ko na siya na nearing all-time high or 52-week high. Even if ito yung ATH na currently at 10 pesos. For me, ito na talaga yung kumbaga, sobrang nipis nito. Naghihintay lang talaga tayo ng ino-onboard natin yung bagong players. So hopefully once that consolidation is completed and finished, larga na tayo at malaki yung pwede nating maging upside dito. Hopefully, alright? Don't take my word for it. We're always just looking out for possibilities. So again, the longer the consolidation for this ASIN, the better. So good luck sa mga may hawak at saka sa mga papasok ka lang katulad ko.
Okay, boss, just a question from our viewers from AJ Villamar. Practical pa rin ba mag-tranching, sir, pag 100K or less ang BP?
Yes. For me, kailangan mong gawin yung tranching, and it's not because of kumbaga, well, it's a mix kasi of practicality and discipline. You want to be especially for those who have 20,000 below or yung mga 50,000 below. Sometimes kasi inisip ng mga tao na bakit kailangan pa mag-tranching, mababa naman yung hawak ko, bakit hindi ko na lang to all in, hindi ba mas better yun? And ito yung sagot ko lagi. It's better to build the right habits, especially if you have a smaller portfolio or a relatively smaller portfolio than if you have then, kasi pag lumaki yung portfolio mo, let's say galing ka ng 50K, tapos in-all-in mo siya, right? Kasi for you, it's more practical, right? Makakasave ka ng fees. Tapos, di ba, yung sinasabi lang 8K rule na kailangan at least 8K para hindi ka lugi sa mga broker commissions and stuff like that. I strongly believe na it's still better to build the right habits than to look at those small fees. Practical wise, sige, sabihin lang natin, lugi ka sa mga fees ng konti, hindi siya ganun-gano. But at what expense? Pag nasanay ka sa maling habits, pag nagawa mo siya, let's say yung 50K mo, nakahanap ka ng investor or you have a bonus or nakahanap ka bigla, namatay yung aso mo, biglang may insurance na 1 million. And then, nilagay mo sa stocks, ano? Tapos nasanay ka na, sige, all-in ko na lang to or, di ba? Kasi nasanay ka na dun sa pinanggagawa mo nung maliit pa yung account mo. Eh, what if biglang nalaglag yung stock, right? Yung bias mo aakyat siya, pero nilaglag kasi merong black swan event. Tapos sobrang bilis ng laglag, eh, hindi mo yun makakat. Kasi most likely what's gonna happen is it's gonna mess up with your psyche. Especially if you have read yung pinaka-latest blog ko about why traders fail to cut. Ang nangyayari kasi, sige, para sa mga hindi pa nakabasa nun, but I do advise you to read that. Lahat kasi tayong mga traders, meron tayong tinatawag na parang pain threshold wherein may certain level tayo na kayang i-tolerate na pain. Pag yung level na yun, naabot, let's say for example, for me, it's 200,000 or 300,000. Ganyan yung pain threshold ko. Meaning, if I lose 200 to 300,000 in a day, I'm still going to be okay mentally. Parang, sige, kain lang ako ng ice cream or baka nakikinig si Coach Tim. So, kung kumakain ako ng, let's say, almond nuts and grapes, then parang okay na ako afterwards, diba? Tapos itutulog ko na lang. Pwede na ako ulit mag-trade. Hindi clouded yung judgment ko. But, let's say, the market tank, tapos biglang sa sobrang bilis ng laglag niya, umabot ako ng 400,000 loss or 300,000 loss, alright? So, what most likely will happen to me, especially if hindi ako sanay sa ganong klaseng kabilis ng bagsak, I will freeze. Like, alam ko na in my mind, I have to cut it. Kasi, wala na siya eh. Kumbaga, umabot na ako sa 4%, umabot na siguro ako dun sa level na, uy, kailangan ko na itong i-cut. Pero, kung masyado mabilis yung bagsak, what's gonna happen is that, hindi ko, like, I know in my mind that I have to cut, but I can't. Kasi, umabot sa pain threshold ko. Sobrang bilis, I don't know what happened. Parang gano'n, like, you don't know what hit you. Pero actually, alam mo. And that's why kailangan mo ng muscle memory for this. You have to experience it firsthand. And that's why we also do tranching. Kasi, when you do tranching, let's say, may iwasan mo yung ganong klaseng, na matitrigger yung pain threshold mo. If, let's say, I put only, let's say, 100,000 yung port ko, tapos I put 50K, or let's say, 30K na lang. 30% of my portfolio on the first tranche. 30% of my portfolio for the trade. Tapos hatiin ko siya 10K each, right? If I put in my first tranche, which is 10K, tapos nalaglag siya ng 5%, to me, sobrang dali lang yun i-cut. 10,000 nalaglag ng 5%, cut ko na to. Sige. Madali lang siya gawin. Pero if in-all-in ko yung 30,000 ko, tapos biglang nag-5 or 10% down, medyo iba yung feeling. Para siyang, alam mo yun, yung parang, uy, ba't ang bilis ng bagsak? Sige, hawakan ko na lang to, baka mamaya aakyat pa, baka bukas mag-bounce. So, these are things that we need to be very mindful of. I'm not sure if may mga naka-experience na ba sa inyo nito, pero ayan, sa mga, let's say, yung mga bumili or nag-stock market during the bear season, most likely naramdaman nyo na to, or bull babies kayo, tapos naabutan nyo yung first bear nyo. Malamang ganun yung nangyari sa inyo na parang kumita kayo tapos biglang ang bilis ng bagsak, hindi mo alam anong nangyari and you just ended up holding kasi sabi mo, sayang pera na yun, naging bato pa, sana kung konting akyat pa, then ibibenta ko na siya. Diba? So, iwasan natin yung mga ganun. And that's why kailangan natin mag-tranche and we're not doing it just because merong hindi lang siya trade management, it's also psychological management as well. So medyo
Yes.
napaba yung usapan. Hopefully you got something from that.
Yes, boss. Super juicy. Dami nagsasabi, super juicy. So do
Okay.
tranching for psychological and then risk management purposes.
Ano
Yan.
lang talaga, build the right habits. You don't want to be getting the bad habits and, bringing it pag malaki na yung portfolio mo.
Yes. Thank you, boss. Boss, may nag-comment din pala, baka pwedeng tanggalin na lang daw yung ticker para mas lumaki yung chart.
Okay. Sorry.
yung ticker
Yan. Sige.
Parang-
Yan. Tanggalin ko na yung ticker. Alisin ko na rin itong
Pati yung-
binas.
Yan. Yes, boss. Yan.
Sige. Salamat.
Okay. Welcome to 1,300 viewers na tayo, boss. Yan.
Alright. Iba talaga pag charting, Sige, gusto niyo bang
Okay,
na lang? Fast charts tayo? Parang fast or, ano ba yan? Para kasi alam ko masyado nang marami tayong lesson Pag paisa-isa tayo baka mamaya abutin tayo ng 10 o'clock tapos 4 lang na stocks yung na-discuss natin So
But I guess,
na lang.
enjoy naman. Sige, boss.
Sige.
Next is
Fa?
Yes, boss.
Okay yung mga request niya, lahat uptrend. So ayan. So for Fa is all a very strong uptrend. It's AOTS din, outs na siya. And we do see here that merong malapit na siya sa kanyang all-time high, which is at 3.3 ba yan? Yeah, 3.3 levels. Recently, we have parang ang nangyari dito, nauntog sa resistance area which is this one, yung initial resistance niya. And that's fine. For me, I would wait. If it were me lang. Maghihintay muna ako ng consolidation. This one, unlike ASEN, unlike EPL, mabilis yung akyat niya. Tapos dire-diretso siya na umakyat. I really would appreciate if it would consolidate either here or let's say mag-retest siya ng 20 MA just so that other players can get in. And I'm not, kumbaga, isipin nyo, baka may basher ako or what. So sa akin, as a trader of the ZFT system or yung technicals na ginagamit namin, pinaka gusto ko talaga is pag nag-consolidate. Kasi the more that it consolidates, the bigger or the higher the chances na mas malaki yung kanyang rally. I'm not saying na hindi na siya mag-consolidate, wala yung possibility na mag-breakout na siya, let's say next week, breakout na, tapos diretso siya ng, let's say 4 or 5 pesos. Pwedeng mangyari yun But what I'm just saying here is that if you want sustainable moves or longer na paakyat, gusto natin magkaroon siya ng consolidation and then a breakout. One such example is this one. Here. Kanina, di ba, pinakita naman natin yun sa ASEN. But here is another example of a consolidation. Kahit ilang araw lang na consolidation, like this one, 1 week of consolidation, kung gusto mo isama, ito na rin para maging 3 weeks total na consolidation. And then after that, tuloy-tuloy yung breakout, di ba? And then here is another consolidation. Bumalik siya sa kanyang base, which is 1 peso. And then, nung nag-breakout dito from its D50, ayan, tuloy-tuloy na naman, and then boom. So, gusto natin, kahit na saglit lang yung consolidation niya, we would like to appreciate those moves kasi it makes things more sustainable. Tsaka mas malakas yung putok niya compared to as yung saglit lang na console tapos biglang aakyat and then, biglang mag-crash. Pwede kasi mangyari yun parang GME, yung GameStop. So, yun yung gusto nating iwasan. If you don't have it yet, then either wait for the breakout dito sa mga levels na to or here. So this is your resistance area, 3.3 to 3.2. So this area, masyadong malapit lang yan siya, but from current levels. So if you're a momentum trader or a swing trader, itong dalawang areas na to yung babantayan mo. For people who are looking for supports, ito yung nakikita kong darwas na support. Yung 20 MA and sige, dito. You can also use fib, like a combination of fibs if you want. Baka mamaya mas partida. Kasi yung iba mahilig din sa mga fibs So yan, for fibs, ito yung 23, here's the 38. Sabi 38 yan. Hanapin natin. Here you go. Wait. Move ko na lang dito. Yan. So this is your support area. This is your resistance area. hopefully it consolidates within a range and then breaks out. If not, just buy on breakout. Okay lang din. Ala bull na moves. So that's it for FA.
Okay, thank you, boss. Ito, boss, MRC para maiba naman. Puro uptrend yung request, sabi.
MRC, okay. So MRC, this is one heavy stock. Sinubukan ko siyang i-trade eh. Actually, dito trinade ko na siya, tapos binenta ko na lang kasi sobrang bagal eh. For me kasi gusto ko yung mabilisang trade. So itong bounce na to, nahulid na naman natin to. But for MRC, we don't really want, I would advise against this solely because it's not showing us any strength. Mas marami talaga, the reason why mabibigat yung stocks because ang daming ipit, probably dito sa levels na to. You notice the volume as well, volume turnover at these levels, medyo relatively bigger than what we have currently. So we have to absorb the sellers over here para medyo gumaan yung ating resistance areas. So ganun yung dynamics natin eh. We also have two of our MAs over here, which is the 20 and the 50 MA above prices, meaning nasa bearish territory tayo. Although our long-term chart naman is already is still intact and AOTS naman siya. But this is not the kind that we want. Gusto natin kung AOTS man siya or outs, at least yung 50 MA nasa baba, tapos yung 20 MA nasa taas, okay lang yun. Wag lang yung dalawang 2 MAs nasa labas tapos AOTS. Alam mo, baka may kasi isipin ng iba, outs pa naman siya, buy na to or something. Hindi, dapat may context pa rin tayo regarding this. Siguro kung yung mga ganito, like, ito pwede pa eh. Like for example, ito nalaglag si 20 MA, right? Bumagsak siya. Okay lang yan, as long as si 50 MA at saka si 100 MA, nasa baba ng prices. Pero pag lumabas, like this one, better talaga na iwas na lang. Especially mga ganito yung palapit na si 50 MA. Kaya yung pinaka-advice ko talaga, just really look for resistance areas and then just buy. It's better to buy during the time na paakyat na siya at tapos na yung consolidation para less yung waiting time because time is gold. Right? Instead of, like for example, breakout na dyan. Yan, tuloy-tuloy na. Tapos, tuloy-tuloy na yung breakout, yung move niya. And then here, ito sell signal to eh. Itong 20 MA. Just being, kumbaga, praktikalan tayo sa ZFT system, this is already a sell. Tapos, I think, if I remember correctly, nag-halt. And then after that, ito na yung nangyari. So, sa mga ganitong cases, may back na lang talaga. Unless, mababa yung kuha mo, tapos naka 50 MA trail ka, then walang problema. So, that's it for MRC. Ako, I will not buy this until yung 20 tsaka yung 50 nasa baba mo na siya ng prices. Then, it consolidates, tapos magbe-breakout. Siguro, by that time, pag ito na-take out niya, itong 70s level, then, pwede kong patulan to. If not, I'm not gonna waste my time here. Ang dami-daming uptrend na chart. Why not just trade those? Di ba? Bakit pa natin papahirapan yung sarili natin kung meron namang madaling option, di ba? Or madaling way. So, that's it for MRC. For me, this is an avoid.
Okay, thank you, boss. Sabi, may nag-comment kanina, okay lang na kahit konti ang charts, basta marami ang learnings. Yes, the tribe provides. Okay, next, boss, is BSC.
BSC, ayan. I think gusto ko rin tong chart na to. So si BSC, it's already doing a consolidation. Again, this is something that we like. Itong mga ganitong klaseng moves. But as long as mag-hold itong mga prices na to. So ito sinagad ko na to. Actually, gusto pa natin isagad dito. Ayan. So ito yung dalawang support levels natin. I just really quickly drew with the Darvas over here. Just use the wick nitong low na to. Hindi na rin ako nag-fib, but if you wanna do a fib para sigurado tayo, sige, lagayin natin yung fib dito. Yan. Tapos saan na ba yung 61? 61.8. Ayan. So ayan, tatlong levels ang ating tinitingnan dito. This is our support areas. As long as these levels hold, we're safe. Yung pinaka-last is yung 0.90. For me, personally. What we would like to happen here is a longer consolidation all right, within this area, if possible, and then a breakout from 1.32. Pag nag-breakout yung 1.32 na yan, for me, that's a buy. So, ayan. To summarize lang kasi puro tayo context kanina. Pwede na nating madaliin yung price analysis. So, again, pagka nabutas tong areas nito, avoid at all costs. And then, bibilihin na lang natin to pagka nag-breakout sa 1.32. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, boss. Next, boss, is Converge.
Converge. So, si Converge, ito yung isa sa mga gusto kong stock eh. Parang, I remember I tweeted about this nung nag-breakout siya dito. Ito yung first na ano niya eh, parang nagparamdam. So, if you got it at the breakout level over here, and siguro, sige, sabihin na natin sagarin natin, dito ka nakakuha sa 16.93 or let's say below 17 na lang. I really suggest you hold this. Kumbaga, if ever you want to be buying this stock, buy near 16.98 or this level. Tapos, siguro set stops na lang, I don't know. Yung pinaka-invalidation ko dito is ito eh. Itong 16.49 or pag nag-week back siya. Medyo malalim, pero that's it for Converge. For me, if let's say you have this kind of chart na kaka-IPO niya pa lang last October, tapos nag-consolidate ng matagal, and then we have a clean breakout over here, that to me is a very good sign. And then, dati kasi hindi ko siya pinasok because I had this notion of, ay, ang bagal naman itong Converge na to. Diba, notice ito, parang 1%. Ito, akala mo, laki-laking candle, pero 4% lang pala, almost 5%. Pero, okay, here's the pros naman for this. I believe it's a very liquid stock. Meaning, kahit paglagay ka ng mga 5 million, ganyan, madali lang. Madali lang itong ilabas. Tsaka yung price niya malaki din. So, okay lang. Okay, 5 million plus, walang problema. If you're a trend follower, if you're a swing trader, you can trade this with ease. Medyo mabagal, pero very, very good for people who have big capital. Tapos malakas mag-trend follow. So this to me is a buy. Pagka, let's say you're a momentum trader, you just need to look at two things. Itong dalawang levels na yan, we're looking at the body and the wick resistances. So buy in tranches. That's it.
Yes, thank you, boss. Next is ABA.
ABA. Okay. Sobrang talaga. Sobrang ganda ng market natin eh. Yung mga, masaya ako sa pag-charting natin kasi parang ang dali lang mag-charts. Parang easy mode yung market. Ayan. So, this is ABA. This is the long-term chart of ABA. Sinagad na natin sa 2007. We're just gonna consider siguro yung mga holders ng mga 10 years or 20 years kasi baka mas malaki pa yung inakit niya, di ba? Siguro nga patay na siguro yung mga nandito or baka minanan nila or kinalimutan nila yung password ng brokers nila. So, we're not gonna be dealing with them anymore. Siguro yung mga deal lang natin is yung mga naipit dito before na nag-take ng profits. At saka yung mga nakakuha dito who are taking profits as well. But, overall trend, I really like ABA. Outs na rin siya. And it's doing a consolidation. That gap is a little bit worrisome though. Kasi yung belief natin dito sa Pilipinas parang kailangan pag may gap balikan, di ba? So pwede kasing the more na focus or mas maraming tao naniniwala sa ganung sistema, nangyayari talaga siya. Pero ayun, for ABA naman, I like it because the structure is there. We just want to have a better consolidation. So siguro give it 2 to 3 weeks. For me, ganyan eh. 2 to 3 weeks muna. And then, balikan natin. If maganda na yung itsura ng chart, maganda yung structure niya, nagiging steady lang, then okay lang. Yung gap na yan, para maiwasan natin yung belief na yun na kailangan balikan yung gap, the best solution para hindi na yung babalikan is mahabang consolidation. So, when we see a longer consolidation, people are gonna accept that price as normal. So, hindi na babalik dun sa mas mababang presyo. And then, if it consolidates at a higher price while waiting for, let's say, the 20 and the 50 MA, much better talaga siya for the long run. Where I'm gonna be buying this is at these two levels. 1.56, 1.48. Siguro maglalagay na rin ako ng isa pa ditong buy signal. Itong breakout dito sa 1.39 or 1.4. So once this breakout, first tranche, second, third tranche, that's it. Hindi ako bibili sa support nito ever. I don't like buying yung pababa or supporting price. Ako na lang yung kakain ng resistance. Ganun na lang. Mas gusto ko yung ganun kaysa sa yung bibili ng support or ikaw yung magiging support. Mamaya, pag naubusan ka ng pera, wala ka nang pang-support, di ba? Tapos mag-breakdown, wala. Ikaw pa yung magiging dahilan kung bakit masyado siyang bumagsak. So, control lang. Yung pinaka gusto natin gawin sa mga ganitong stocks, ano lang talaga. Parang, kumbaga, when you trade stocks, I always advocate trade as if you have a mind na you are just a participant of the market. You are not a jockey, you are not a market mover. Although sometimes, baka mamaya, manggigigil ka. You might move certain markets, especially for the stock ABA kasi, ano to eh, hindi siya ganoon ka-liquid pagka bumabagsak. Alright. Pag bumabagsak to, nawawala yung mga million na yan. Nawawala yan eh. So, ngayon lang siguro during the consolidation phase na nag-away yung bulls and bears. Some people are accumulating, some people are taking profits. So, ayan. So, medyo mga pal yan. Pero, ayan, ideally, yung gusto nating mangyari dito is really just to have this consolidate a little longer so that strong hands can come in and then sila yung magiging base natin for the next run-up if ever magkakaroon naman tayo ng run-up. So, that's it for ABA.
Yes. So, never buy on support si boss, no? Kumakain ng resistance daw. Okay. Next, boss, is MM.
MM. Okay, so si MM, I like this stock as well because it's already out siya tapos consolidate. Medyo malaki yung kanyang range. I like it kasi pagka natapos siya sa consolidation niya, malakas talaga yung kanyang yung rallies niya. So here are your levels to watch. So yung mga blue, itong dalawang blue sa here are your supports. I do expect this to further consolidate before breaking out. I think at this point, mas maganda talaga kung mag-consolidate ng mas matagal si MM. Kasi mas, kumbaga ayaw natin nagsasabay-sabay din yung mga plays. Pero yeah, definitely for me, I'd like to see this consolidate further, probably several months, para mas malakas yung kanyang akyat. Kasi if we are going to be, let's say, if dire-diretso siya dito, malakas yung itong resistance area na to. Tapos ilang beses na rin siyang nauntog, which is already a good sign, Parang, isipin niyo na lang ang nangyari dito, yung first na breakout niya. Siyempre, all-time high, laki na ng inakyat niya. And then, second resistance, okay, medyo warning sign, pero sige, bigyan pa natin ng chance. Okay, found support, and then bounced back again, pero hindi siya nag-breakout. By this time, medyo nakaka-frustrate na to, especially for the trend followers, for the swing traders, especially for momentum players, kasi akala mo breakout na di ba? Gap yan eh. And then, ayan, nalaglag ulit. And then finally, here's the last attempt. And then siguro sabi nila, mukhang ayaw talagang mag-breakout dito sa level na to. Sobrang lakas ng harang. Ayan, decides to just sell out of frustration. So ayan, bumagsak ng CMM. And then, ayan, here we have a consolidation happening. Yeah, for me, I'd really love this to consolidate probably 3 months. More or less. So, sa akin, avoid to until matapos yung consolidation period or until may breakout tayo nakikita from 825. So, that's for MM.
Okay, thank you, boss. Next, boss, is Lode.
Lodestar?
Yes.
Ito ba? Sige. O nga pala, baka makalimutan ko. So, before ako alis kay MM, yung dalawang levels na yan, yung pinakadulong blue line, ibig sabihin lang yan pagka hawak-hawak nyo pa, tapos let's say long-term trader kayo, long-term trend follower, yan yung, for me, that's the invalidation level. So, kung malalim naman yung kuha mo, let's say, nakuha mo siya at piso dahil IPO ka bumili or nakuha mo siya at mga below 5 pesos, ganyan, then, sige lang, hawakan mo lang. Mas maganda nga yung ganun eh. Yun lang, tiis ka lang sa consolidation. Okay, so kay Lodestar. Alam ko si Lodestar yun. Tapos naging Lich. Pumalik. Alam ko Lodestar to dati eh. Tapos biglang ay nagpalit ng name. Weird. Anyway, here. We have here this stock. Nag all-time high na to eh. Ayan o. From 1.9. Taka, manigurado lang tayo. Gawin natin 10 years chart. Or 20 ba? Ayan. Medyo mataas pa yung, ano niya, yung all-time high niya. Pero, to me, this is already a good sign that merong may life na nangyayari. Pero, I really want this to consolidate as well. Lodestar is one of those stocks na medyo, how do I say this? Para din siyang nihaw. Para siyang one of those stocks na, yung mga glass stocks, maliliit yung kanyang bids. Ngayon, nakikita natin medyo makapal yung bids, ano? May mga 1 million na nakikita, ganyan. Pero, pag hindi siya in play, sobrang illiquid nito. So, ito yung mga stocks na nakaka-trap. Akala mo, pagbili mo, biglang nawawala yung bids. Uy, ano nangyari doon? So, for me, it's better to, wait na naman ng consolidation and then buy on breakout. So, that 1.65 is our breakout. I'm gonna place it here, then put it sa 1.93 kasi medyo malayo yung difference ng dalawa. So, hindi yan yung magiging buy area ko. Ang buy area ko dito is itong 1.65 probably, and then 3% below, 3% above this area. And that's going to be my buy area. Preferably, we want to see a consolidation first. Let's have the 20 MA, the 50 MA catch up. And then, let's see from there. Maganda yung consolidation niya dito. Mahabang consolidation, breakout, tapos tuloy-tuloy, consolidate na naman dito, fake out, and then nung nag-breakout dito, yan, lakas na naman. So, yan, gusto natin magkaroon ulit siya ng mahabang consolidation dito. So this one, notice, relatively longer yung kanyang consolidation. Here, a little shorter. But since we have a really big move over here, mas maganda pa rin talaga na mas mahaba yung consolidation niya. And then it breaks out. So that's for load.
Thank you, boss. Boss, next is TKFC Metal Corp.
TKC. Okay, so si TKC, hindi ko siya gusto. Okay, ganito lang. The reason why hindi ko siya gusto is because of my kumbaga, i-replay nga natin ito. Hindi ako sanay. Sorry. Ayan. So, for TKC, the reason why sabi kong ayaw ko sa kanya is because of probably intuition. The indicators are there, right? AOTS na siya, outs na siya, tapos nag-breakout, did a multi-year breakout like this one. But I guess it's just the intuition inside me that tells me this is just, nilaro lang to. During the time na nagliparan yung mga stocks, nilaro lang talaga to. It's not something that we're gonna see fly again unless, okay, dito magbabago yung views ko for TKC. Okay? Normally, I just use a fib for this one. I'm gonna wait for this to break out from this level, 1.83, revisit 2.05, and hopefully consolidate within this area and have another breakout from this 23 fib. So pag nag-breakout from this level, again, ang gusto ko, breakout, consolidate, and then breakout from this level. Then maniniwala ako na hindi lang siya laro-laro lang. Okay, so kasi to parang yung DNA nito, ang ugali ng stock na tong TKC na to, after niyang ilaro, may bounce, and then after that, it dies. That's it. Like this one. Okay, nilaro, namatay, okay, bounce ng konti, or actually wala nang bounce dito Ganun siya kapangit. And then, ito na naman, ayan, may disclosure o wala, hindi natin alam, but after that, hindi siya nag-sustain, laglag ulit. Ayan, nag-bounce siya dito, pero after that, deads. And then here we go. Okay, ayan. So this is just 2 seasons. How about these other seasons? Look at this. Breakout, ceiling, and then dies. Ito pa, isa pa to. Ayan, isa pa to. So, it's really in its, nasa DNA talaga niya na trader siyang stock. It's not sustainable. So, for me, although, I'm not saying na, na hindi na talaga, wala na itong pag-asa or whatever. What I'm just saying is, ito yung DNA niya, ito yung ugali niya. And, if it changes DNA in the future, then doon na ako maniniwala. But for now, for me, it's an avoid until people show me the money and break those levels. So that's
Okay.
pretty
Boss,
easy.
yes. Regarding sa intuition, boss, is this parang na-develop mo lang ba to throughout your experience?
Yes.
And
Actually, magandang tanong yan, kasi people would say, just use your gut feel, use your intuition. But I would like to argue that intuition comes with experience and with study. Hindi sinasabi na parang, for example, people would say, hindi, intuition, gamitin mo yung third eye mo. Ano ba yung gut feel mo? Paano kung bago ka pa lang sa market? That totally makes no sense at all. Siguro what you're using na intuition is parang from your past life or your past past experiences, ganun. But hindi yun magta-translate sa intuition when it comes to the market. Siguro pagka let's say na-trade mo yung isang particular stock na to nang nakailang beses kang sumakay dito. I mean, this stock, itong TKC na to, kaya ko siya sinasabi na trader kasi sinakyan ko yung mga times na yan, sinakyan ko yung lahat. Mahilig ako sa mga ganito, especially nung nagsisimula ako, maliit yung port ko. Magandang i-trade si TKC eh. Parang ang bilis niyang umakyat, tapos it's fast money. Just make sure na pagka nagkabuhusan, wala ka na doon. Don't be left holding the bag. So that's just me talking from experience. And when I say from experience, yan na yung intuition, right? It's not like parang magically just happened and parang sinapian ako ng kung anong spirito dyan na, may intuition ako. Ang masasabi ko kay T, buy yan kasi may something dyan. Hindi.
yes.
For me, it's really experience. Experience will develop your intuition.
Yes. Yes, experience will develop your intuition, guys. Okay? So, Boss Z, may tanong lang. Hi, Boss Z. Di ba meron po kayo auto-buy sa mga breakouts? Di ba? How do
Yes.
you handle fake outs po? Just waiting po for invalidation cut loss?
Ano yun? Fake outs? How do I handle
Yes.
fake outs?
Yes, because
wala,
if you
benta
have
talaga.
within the day din, boss.
Within the day. Kasi kung mali ka na, let's say, pre-move na sa'yo ng market, na fake out sa, maghihintay ka pa ng bukas. Parang doesn't make sense. Kumbaga, nag-hope ka na lang. Yung hope yung nag-trigger sa'yo. Kunwari, patience yun or what. But it's really not. It's really just hope. Nakakasama yun ng health. So, yan. I mean, di ba, para siyang, parang sigarilyo na hope. Nakakasama sa health. Especially pagka ginamit mo sa maling bagay. Especially in the stock market. Walang room for hope in the stock market.
Okay. Yun, guys. So, once invalidated, and if it's a fake out, just cut it. Bawal lang hope.
Yes.
Okay.
Mas better pa rin talaga na for example, the fake out ka, pwede ka namang mag-buyback. It's better to buy back and be sure na yun na talaga yung move niya. It's already moving, it's already validated. Then to be, let's say nag-invalidate siya tapos nag-hope ka doon. Better na you would wish that hope na sana wala ka na lang doon sa trade na yun.
Okay. Yes, thank you, boss. Okay, next, boss, is ASEX.
Okay. So we have ASEX. So this one is already at an all-time high. It's one of those glass stocks as well. Meaning, sobrang baba ng liquidity niya. Pinaka maganda siguro dito, i-trade mo 10K shares, ganun, or 5K shares. You can go, let's say, 25, pero medyo delikado na yan. Mahirapan kung ilabas or pagka expect slippage if ever you go beyond 25K shares. So for ASEX, it's very strong, yung kanyang AOTS niya, all-time high. But what you want, kaya ang pangit ng ng mga rallies niya, sobrang mawik pa, hindi yung tuloy-tuloy. Kasi hindi siya nagko-consolidate ng maayos eh. Pwede mo siyang i-trade, pero I don't really recommend na i-trade mo to. Siguro kung maliit yung port mo, okay lang. Pero even if maliit yung trade mo, yung port mo, siguro 10% ng buong port mo, yun lang ilagay mo. Huwag kang, iwasan mo mag-all-in sa mga ganitong stock. Kahit na, let's say, all-time high na siya, iwasan natin yung ganun.
Okay, so iwas pa rin all in, no? Regardless of the ATH status or what. Okay. Next, boss, is IMI.
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 Wow. For me, okay, ganito lang. Para simplehan na lang natin, 12 pesos, as long as that holds, that to me is a buy. If you're a trend follower, if you're a momentum trader, bili na to. Dapat nakabili ka na nung Friday. Tapos, ito yung kanyang, sorry. Ayan. Sorry. Ayan. So, for me, buy na to nung Friday. And then, another buy pagka nag-break yung 13.8. So, IMI is something that I really like. Kasi, CH to. Look at the RSI. Although, medyo na to what do you call this? Modified CH. Yung bumagsak sa RSI 70 tapos bumabalik siya. Very strong yung ganitong move. Notice also that the consolidations are shorter now. Note, this is the first set na consolidation. Ito yung nag-align yung MAs. And then ito, kita nyo, outs. Although outs siya, hindi siya valid. Valid lang yung outs pagka meron kang breakout, which is this one. So valid outs, big volume, and then, ayan, RSI breakout from the 70. This is already its second time to break out from the 70s level, which gives you, ayan, tuloy-tuloy naman yung rally niya. Although may mga correction pa rin dito, pero notice that the first consolidation, matagal. The second one, relatively shorter. And then here, notice na paikli yung consolidation. And then here, a little conso, and then biglang boom. And then here, we have, parang na siya mini grid cycle na siya. So what I'm expecting here is it's either one scenario, mauuntog dito sa level na to, right? Kasi nasa resistance area siya ideally, what I want to happen here is another set of consolidation. Parang ganitong klaseng consolidation, and then breakout. Kasi masyado mabilis to, pero okay lang din. Kasi parang yung cycle niya ganun. But there's a resistance over here, so we need to be mindful of this area. Ayan, normally kasi ang magandang mangyari is i-absorb muna natin lahat ng mga ipit from here, from this level. Pag na-absorb natin yan sila, then mas mabilis tayong aakyat. But yeah, INI is one of those stocks na I like. Para siyang tech na pagka-season niya nagwalaw, talagang tuloy-tuloy siya. So notice here, yung first cycle niya, like for example here, after the ZS, it started to align, although it's very, alam mo yun, parang sobrang illiquid niya na pag-align. And then nung nag-breakout dito, notice tuloy-tuloy na yung move. Ayan o, mahabang consolidation, breakout, mahabang consolidation, breakout, and then nung lumabas yung mga MAs, ito yung perfect example lumabas yung mga, let's say, 20 and 50, nag-crossover dito yung dalawa, that's already a big flashing signal na, hey, you know what, yeah, you gotta sell. And then, nung nalaglag na si 100 MA, tuloy-tuloy yung bagsak niya. Ito yung isa sa mga stocks na talagang swabe yung GFT system, especially when it comes to MAs alone. So, ayan. Tapos, nung nag-100 MA dito, notice, okay, align, ZS, and then align. Pagka nalaglag dito, invalidate. Ayan, which is this one, invalidate. Hindi siya nag-confirm. Remember that kasi ang iba kasi inisip nila pag nag-ZS tuloy-tuloy na ZS, breakout muna dito sa sa resistance niya or yung key levels, and then we have a confirmed AOTS, and then tuloy-tuloy na. So what happened here? Bumagsak, laglag, ZS, okay? So once you have a ZS over here, look at the base. Pag bumalik dito, sell yan. Pero pagka nag-breakout sa mga levels na to, that's already confirmed ZS. Tingnan natin what happened. Ayan, tuloy yung breakout. Although nag-gap up naman siya, no? Actually, ito yung isang go signal. This one. Ay! Okay, yan. So, this is your go signal. Although body break siya, hindi siya weak break. But still, body breakout is valid. After that, habang rally, pero this is already AOTS. So, normally, ayan, pagka mahabang gap, expect talaga, again, what we say about gaps, pwedeng mahabang consolidation ang mangyari or babalikan. Here's an attempt, pero hindi talaga siya completely nagsara. Consolidate, at ngayon, sinasara niya yung gap. Ayan, nagsara yung gap dito. Ayan, sell signal. And then, you wait for a, what do you call this? You wait for a breakout. So, pwedeng dito. And then, you can put another breakout over here. So, ayan. Dito ka bibili sa mga levels na to pag nag-breakout. So, here's one. Isang paramdam. The next breakout will be your buy signal. So, here. First breakout, first tranche. Second tranche, and then tuloy-tuloy na. AOTS. Ito na yung ideal. So, once that happens, benta tayo sa 20, 50, and then pag nag-crossover like this one, yan, delikado to eh. Buti sinuwerte na na nag-hold si 100 MA. And then here again, basta ang important dito is, if you got it and if you're a trend follower, just really, rely on your stops and then don't be afraid to sell your stops and then just buy back if ever gumanda na ulit para ma-maximize mo yung buong move. So here, we're seeing that same thing happen all over again. AOTS, malakas yan. Again, what we want to happen here is a consolidation of this medyo mas matagal. Although if it breaks out, that's fine as well. So either or, welcome tayo dyan. Maganda si IMI. Next.
Okay, just question, boss. Sawan. If you, sabi boss na if you're a momentum and you buy on the last candle, so how do you set TP? Is it a sell on resistance, sell on trail pa rin? Considering na may mga resistances sa left side. Momentum.
Pinaka suggestion ko, if ever you have to understand kasi, like for example, from the context of a momentum trader, anong klaseng momentum trader ka? Right? Are you a momentum trader na, let's say, FIBO yung gamit sa pag set ng TP? Or are you the kind of momentum trader that sets a TP on, let's say, you look at the left side, you look at parallel Darvases, and then dun ka mag-base ng TP mo. So, depende sa'yo. Like, for example, here, hindi pa nangyayari to. Tas, for example, nag-breakout dito, right? Okay. Right? So, halimbawa ito, asan yung recent box niya? This one, right? So, if let's say you're a box TP player or a box momentum player, ganito lang yan. Hanap tayo ng, okay. Ba't nakaganito na siya? Wait lang Tanggalin ko lang yung mga weird lines natin. Okay. Then just change the background. No background. And then palitan natin ng one color black. Bottom labels. No, sorry. Yeah, top labels. Right labels. There you go. Wait. Saan na yung bottom? Okay. So, ayan. How do we set TPs? So, first, if you're a box player, let's say, mahilig ka sa mga, pwede nga gawin mo, just replicate that. Hanapin mo yung kung asan yung, teka, paano ba natin ginawa yan? Okay, right. So, Darvas box, ito yung dahilan natin kung bakit meron tayong ganitong klaseng length ng TP. So, we just double that box and then you just add it here. So, i-extend mo lang yung box dyan and that is going to be your target prices for box players. So, tingnan natin, yan. So, itong dalawang level na to, that's for, para sa mahilig mag-box. Yung hindi talaga tumitingin sa mga, anong tawag nito? Sa left side. Pero if you're gonna look at the left side or parallel Darvas, notice here that this is also a resistance area. here, itong D50 ng box na yan. So, pag nag-breakout, this is your TP1, this is your TP2. So, notice that ito, sumakto lang din dito. Alright? That's for, so, ang ginawa natin parang sumakto lang talaga for this example. What other people do is fibs or Elliot. Pero hindi ako nag-Elliot. I don't really use Elliot. You can do fib retracements as well if you want. For fibs, maraming, let's say, ang daming ways how to do it eh. Kaya hindi ko masyado ginagamit yung fibs. Pero for some people, ang ginagawa nila is fib extension. I don't use fib extensions. So ginagawa nila is, add 1.68 to, ano pa ba? But yeah, it's really the fib extensions. I'm not gonna discuss something that I don't know. Pero yan, ito yung ginagawa ng iba. Just for the sake of example or explaining this. So it's either they use the Darvas and then set over here, lalagay nila yung 1% dyan. Sometimes ang ginagawa nila is mas tinataas pa nila yan or yung base mas lower. I really don't. This is just parang kumbaga me trying to guess something that I don't understand or that I don't use. So don't take my word for this. But yeah, Fibonacci extensions, that's one other technique that people use for their setting target prices. So halimbawa yan, ang nilagay natin is the base of here to this top over here. And then ayan this is the value that we found, which is another sumakto lang din sa Darvas na to. So parang di ba, witchcraft. But yeah, that's technicals for you if you look at the right side. So ito na yung nangyari. Tanggalin na natin yung mga drawing natin dito, no? So this is ito yung tatlong TPs na nakuha natin. This is parallel Darvas, and nakuha din natin itong dalawang Darvas na to. Itong levels na to sa parallel Darvas, and also dun sa pag-box natin, and then this is the fib retracement, fib extension. So, ayan, kita nyo naman, like for example, the first one over here, hit, tapos nag-retrace, hit, and then hindi naman siya nag-retrace, tumuloy pa nga siya, di ba? So for me, if you're a momentum player, sige, go ahead, you can do this. Kasi may mga ganun talagang players, yung bili ngayon, tapos benta a few days later. Pero if you can, if you're the type of player na you're a trend follower, you wanna give it a shot, baka mamaya mas malaki yung move, then go ahead. Ang pinaka-important naman dito is, kailangan mo hanapin yung profile na para sa'yo. Hindi pwedeng, kasi baka mamaya yung, let's say for example, I myself, I am a momentum player and also a trend follower. That's my identity. Although I do bounces, pero hindi talaga siya yung kumbaga, hindi talaga siya yung, parang hindi siya madalas. So talagang mas madalas ako momentum player at saka trend follower. Now, hindi ibig sabihin na dahil yun yung dalawang profile ko, yun din yung gagawin mong profile. Baka mamaya mas suitable sa'yo yung swing trading or yung counter trend trading, although medyo mahirap yung counter trend trading. Pero my point is, you need to find your niche. You need to find your personality or your what type of player are you. I always explain this to people that the stock market is like an Olympics, right? Ang daming klaseng sports. There's boxing, there's swimming, there's basketball, iba't iba. And lahat tayo, we have our own personality, and you have to understand or try to unlock that either by self-study or if you get a mentor para mahanap mo kung ano yung profile na para sa'yo. Pero yun talaga yung pinaka-important. You need to find what sport, kung nasa Olympic setting pa tayo, yung kung saan ka hiyang. Hindi ka pwedeng nag-train ka as a boxer, tapos yung pinasok mo is swimming. So, di ba, sobrang may mismatch. And hindi din, especially if you're looking for a mentor, ganun din. Huwag kang, don't go for mentors na sobrang specialized. Kasi baka mamaya kung mismatch siya sa identity mo, tapos he's gonna try to impose sa'yo, or ikaw, i-impose mo yung style ng mentor na specialized sa'yo, baka mamaya mas lalong maganda letse yung port mo dahil mismatch. So, yung pinaka-advice ko talaga is, find ano ba yung hiyang sa'yo. So, you're gonna find that by, trading and journaling, knowing kung ano ba yung how you react to certain things. So once you find kung ano yung niche or kung anong klaseng trader ka, then it's gonna be kumbaga sobrang lilit yung learning curve ay yung learning curve. Di ba kasi usually sasabi natin 2 to 3 years yung average or 1 to 2 years yung average na matututo yung tao. But that's because within that 1 year, susubukan mo lahat. Okay? Susubukan mo lahat. Tapos pag hindi gagana yung isang system na yan, okay, sige, hanap naman ako ng iba. Pero it might be that, let's say, the market at that time wasn't really, kumbaga hindi pala siya match as well dun sa profile na yun. So you have to also consider that. 2 years is a good enough amount or 3 para mabigyan ka ng data on the cycles, on the market cycles. Kasi hindi pwede na bull market lang na sinubukan mo yung system mo. Baka mamaya bull baby ka ever for 2 years to 3 years tapos hindi mo alam na yung system mo pala is hindi siya bear market proof. So pagdating ng bear, wasak na, akala mo genius ka na and you're gonna lose everything. So important na ayun, within those 2 to 3 years, ite-test mo yung system mo. Is it sang-ayon ba siya sa personality ko? Swak ba siya sa akin? Is it fit for my lifestyle? Especially for those who love their jobs. Baka mamaya kasi you have this mindset na kailangan maging full-time trader ako para kumita ako ng malaki. So, yan. Tapos mag-leap of faith ka, di ba? Parang hindi, mag-full-time na ako, mas malaki kitain ko dito. That's a big misconception. Whatever it is na style, profitable. You just have to have a deeper understanding of things. You don't have to master a wide variety of sports. That's not gonna make you a master or anything. So, yan, just deep dive and master one craft or two. One for bear markets, one for bull markets, para any market environment pwede kang mag-survive. So, ayun. Sorry, napaba yung usapan natin. Ano ba yung tanong? Paano ang layo na natin, no? sorry. Sobrang haba na ng usapan. Anyway, ayan.
Nadala na mo.
Yeah, nadala tayo. Sige, so, we're, dapat 10:30 lang ako eh. Kailangan ko pa magpahinga.
Yes.
So,
2 minutes?
Okay. Yeah. Mukhang nasabi ko naman yung mga kailangan kong sabihin.
Sir, ito lang boss. Siguro last question. Ito na siguro yung last question natin before we wrap up. Sir,
Okay.
Tanong lang po, nagjo-journal pa rin po ba kayo hanggang ngayon?
Yes, I do. But, pakita ko yung journal. Hindi na. Pero usually kasi it's, may online journal kami with Minerva. Sa mga nagti-team trade, kasi we're doing team trading na for PSE. So, yes, I still do journal. I still log my stats. Salamat sa journal na yun. Kasi, ang basic. Parang nakikita mo agad yung stats mo, tapos kung anong place, ano yung pwede sa'yo. Definitely, yes, I still journal. Although it's not as hardcore as before. Kasi nahanap ko na yung sweet spot ko eh. Kumbaga, if you're starting out, journal everything, not just the technicals or yung technical aspect, which is yung entry, exit, ano yung inaaral mo, ano yung, kumbaga, ano yung play and all that stuff, ano yung factors, ano yung PSI. These things very important. Pero as you go along and you move forward, try to simplify things. Hindi mo kailangan i-journal lahat ng bagay. But what's important to journal is yung nagiging approach mo, how you reacted, what state you were in. Kasi usually ito hindi ito yung nilalog sa mga journals. But what state were you in? Were you trading in a state of tilt? Meaning, triggered ka. Hindi ka mapakali, nagkukuyakoy ka, tapos kung ano pang nangyayari, let's say, ang gulo-gulo ng bahay or yung mga relationships mo, you have to journal that. You can all summarize that into negative state. Okay? Kung positive state ka, meaning you're getting into the market, you're well rested, you're well prepared, nakapag-trade plan ka, tapos ang ginagawa mo na lang is you're just executing for the sake of executing, and you're actually hunting. Most of the time, what you would notice, I'm not sure if you would do this journal, is a lot of your losses, especially the big ones, would start from a negative state. And a lot or a chunk of your biggest wins would come from you with a positive state. So, subukan nyo and tell me how it goes for you. Message niyo yung page para makita niyo kung ano. Let's say, tell me your findings after 3 to 6 months. Tapos, tingnan natin kung kung it made a difference or what sa mga nakikinig at nag-journal. Ayan. So, last things to, last announcements. If you're first time na nakikinig dito, we have a free Facebook group called Trading for Rookies. Just search it up on Facebook. Just make sure to answer yung moderator questions so that you don't get filtered out. If you're inviting somebody, let's say you're already a member of TFR, you're inviting somebody, make sure that they answer the filter questions as well. Kasi hindi namin papasukin yung mga ayaw naman talaga to be in the group in the first place. Ayun. And ano pa? Any announcements? May pinapa-announce ba yung admin? Hindi ko alam eh. Sorry, hindi ako nakatingin sa sa Facebook natin.
Yes, thank you guys. Siguro, boss, yung announcement, if you want to join more and want to learn more, meron din tayong blueprint. So, you can just message the ZFT page. Tanungin nyo, just ask the link kung paano mag-join sa blueprint, and then you can also have the referral code para maka-discount. So, I guess it's 3,000, yes. But with referral code, you will get it by 2,500.
Yes.
Yes, boss. Sige.
Ayun, parang yung ganitong sessions, guys, normal namin itong ginagawa sa Trading Republic. So, if you're not there yet, kumbaga sobrang, I'm not sure if we have stressed this enough, but if you want stuff or sessions na ganito yung usapan, punta kayo sa Trading Republic or try to subscribe. If you're a Blueprint member, ayun, diretso ka na. You just have to pay the fee. But if you are not yet part of any of our programs, kasi TR is an aftercare service, meaning kailangan mo kasing intindihin mo na yung language namin, before you get into TR. But afterwards, whatever it is, just get yourselves into TR and you're gonna get more of this stuff. We do this every week. Minsan, ikaw na lang yung magsasawa. Lahat nandyan na eh. Kumbaga, PSE, Global, Hong Kong Markets. I'm not sure kung yung crypto nagsisimula, but alam ko index at saka forex, active na rin sila. So, lahat na nandyan, ikaw na lang yung kulang. Ayun.
Okay, boss. May chat na si Ma'am Celeste. Tama na, babe. May meeting pa. Yes.
Ayun, okay, may meeting ko pala. Sorry,
okay,
Sunday talaga yung pinaka-busy namin na araw Sunday. Yes. So, ayan, thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully, you learned a lot. Thank you very much, Dale, as well, for hosting.
Yes, thank you, boss. It's my pleasure and my privilege. And kinabahan din ako, actually.
Oo nga first time natin na magkasama. Pero okay lang, masaya itong ganito eh. Ayun.
Okay, pahabol na lang, boss, dyan sa mga upcoming seminars. For TIP, we have March batch. So, just message yung mga seminars na sinasabi namin, if you want to know more about the details, just message the CFT page. So, for March, TIP, and then we have TI then for May batch. And then may nagtanong din, ano po yung journal na ginagamit nyo? Most of the tribes or yung ginagamit namin is yung Minerva Trading Journal. So you can also message the FT page or yung yung Minerva FB page din mismo. Mm-hmm. And may nagtanong, how can we join the TFR? If you are a graduate or if you joined any of the ZFT courses, just message also the ZFT page para malaman nyo paano pumasok ba sa tribe at ano yung mga gusto nyo yung mga juicy lessons within the tribe. So yun guys, maraming salamat for spending your night with us. Happy Valentine's, yes. And thank you so much sa pag-tune in. Hopefully we add value to you. Okay?
Yep.
This is me, Dave, the tribe provides. So see you sa loob. If in case papasok kayo. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sipin mo. You see, in the beginning, all the ideas seem to be jumbled inside your head. Ang daming setups, wala pang niche, you feel lost in the knowledge. In Trading Republic, you'll be around people who will help you fit all the pieces. O kahit kakwentuhan lang, kasama mo mag-rock at kasama mo sa pag-angat. Mahaba ang tatahakin mo, pero hindi kailangan mag-isa ka dito. Until eventually, around the right community, mahanap mo rin kung ano ba talaga ang para sa'yo.
Hi guys, so if you watch How to Start Trading the Stock Market the ZFT Way, and you're wondering why your TFR application hasn't been approved or you want to join Trading for Rookies, here's a step-by-step guide on how you can start off your trading journey with ZFT. Step 1. Click the link in our bio for the TFR Facebook group and click Join Group. Step 2. An application form will pop up and read every question carefully. Step 3. Follow the link in the membership form, which will lead you to a Facebook post where you will have to sign up for a membership planner form. And don't forget to read every slide of the Facebook post. Whew. Daming babasahin, no? But don't worry, it will all be worth it. We're almost done. Just answer the questions with your 101%. This is where we get to know the applicants of TFR. Your application will get approved as long as you followed all the 4 steps. You'll get free access to everything you need to start off your trading journey. And yes, we also have special sessions hosted by house leaders, technical intensive alumni, masterclass alumni, and even ZFT mentors. So good luck and kita-kits sa TFR!